I suppose we implicitly go down that small staircase and into the final floor at last, Lagdou Ruins 10. And preparations is going to be eerily silent. But anyway, if we check the map here, you can probably tell that reason why this one map is considered the mainly difficult one. We're at some kind of altar, probably right in the planet's core or something, considering we just went through lava back there. And it's full of Draco zombies. Somewhat strong Draco zombies. They've got a lot of HP, though. Of course, the main thing about them is their wretched air. That's a fixed amount of damage, regardless of how high your defense is. And some of the ranges actually overlap, too. So, this is, it's one of those maps where, yeah, you need to be very, very careful of the enemy ranges. In fact, it's one where you probably want to break out the ultimate staff. Because I'm very likely to be, you know what? Just sell that torch, we're not going to need it. Okay, let's go ahead and take Latona right now. Because I feel like I'm going to need to use it here. And obviously, I don't even know that Sword Slayer, but yeah, you want legendary weapons here. Legendary weapons on everyone possible. Unfortunately, Ewan's legendary weapon sucks. That's not good. You have Sigmund. Amelia doesn't have anything. So let's see. Yeah, we only have 8 again. I'm probably going to have to bring Ross and Luke now I think about it, and that means I might have to get rid of Joshua and possibly Amelia. The thing is, Ewan, although Ewan has Luna. Luna could help. Except even then, it's only 28 fixed damage. But yeah, I probably do need Ross and Loot because I need... You know, I'm wondering if Tethys would be more useful than Ewan here. Tethys could potentially get someone to kill 2 of the dragons in a single turn. And essentially, that's what we want here. Also, there is a boss one. It has massively lower HP than the others. Also, there's one chest here, but also this guy always drops a gold gem worth 20,000 gold. Now, the chest back here... It usually always has a white gem, but if you didn't get the member card back in the main story, either you lost it somehow or you killed Remek when he had a different item glowing in his inventory, there's a 10% chance of getting a member card from this chest. So you kind of want to get the member card during the main story, otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult to get an extra copy of it. Alright, I just realized Tana. Yeah, if you have any bow users, bows are also great here, because I think I actually need Teddy's up there. Except your HP is so low that, yeah, even the weakest one of them will instantly kill you, so I think my plan here is to kill off these 4, all in the space of the first turn. And so that then that one only can attack one person. Okay, yeah, Loot does have enough HP to survive some of them. You know, at this point, although pretty much everyone I'm using here has max strength anyway, so not really that much point about using stat boosters there, and defense stat boosters won't do anything, and speed stat boosters probably won't do anything, because most of these things we're gonna be doubling them anyway, but HP, yeah, angelic robes, I may need to use some of them. Although Luke can still take 1 hit from them, from the enemies, and Natasha can as well. Purge is definitely also useful here. Okay, yeah, obviously you go there. Because you're the only one who can reach that far on foot. My mounted characters will take the other 2. And then everyone else... Yeah, because the ones down here, they actually have... they actually have some overlap in their ranges, so I like to get rid of the top ones first. Okay, let's go. This is going to be terrifying. So, let's see how much we're doing. Oh, I'm not even one-rounding them even with Garrick. That's really, really bad. Well, Excalibur definitely one-rounds them. God, did I seriously forget to bring Garm? Oh, I forgot to bring Garm. Oh, this is going to be a disaster. Okay, that doesn't one-round anyway. Don't suppose Cormag can one-round anything here. And their hit rates are pretty absurdly high. Okay, I'm going to need to dance for loot, because she is the only one who can one-round these things. Yeah, 49 times 2 is definitely enough. So we didn't see any Draco Zombies at all up until now, but now they're suddenly throwing every single Draco Zombie ever at us. And it's terrifying. Oh wait, but if I do refresh loot, I won't be able to, because then if I use Latona again, then if loot gets hit, she'll still... And of course, getting an Angelic Robe now. And there's no way loot can stay out of attack range of... Wait a minute, I might be able to one-round you. Yes, I can. Okay. I suppose I could do that. Okay, you're not in range of 2 of them if you go there. That's good. Hopefully. Basically, this map is terrifying for the first several turns, and after you've killed off a few of them, then it's not that bad. Once all the ones here are done, I can lure in some of the ones from the lower area and not really have to worry about them that much. I don't know if they move or not, though. But there's a gold gem. Also, I'm probably not going to get the chest, but I guess that's okay. Yeah, you basically need to go for ultimate weapons or bust here. There's no other way about it. This is really, really bad. It's times like these when I wish there was an, well, I guess the official English name of it is Anew, but or I wish there was an Anew staff in this game. Teddy's is dancing without music is very weird. As long as I stay out of range of things, I might just be able to kill 2 of the dragons this turn. Obviously, going to melee range of this one results in getting attacked by several of the Draco Zombies at once, which is a bad thing. I might actually just have to waste a Latona. Okay, I've got to be careful of this one. So around there. One next to where Cormag is now. But the one a few spaces up from him is also safe, so... I don't like wasting Latona on a single... Because I don't know if Fortify is going to heal enough. Probably won't heal enough. Guess we can now see what this looks like. It's the same as Fortify, but green. That was really not a good time to use that on, but I just... didn't expect to do so little damage with my ultimate weapons against some of these. At least I killed 2, well, 3 if you include the boss one, which was much weaker than the others. That's... yeah, dodging some of these would be a really good thing, but unfortunately, that's not happening. Of course, if worse comes to worse, there's always rescuing. Okay, so... Yeah, 2 Draco Zombies in 1 turn is pretty much guaranteed death, so we need to make sure that we avoid that for obvious reasons. And a single Draco Zombie is guaranteed death for Teddy, so I need to make sure that she's not in range. At this point, though, I think everyone should just huddle around the few spaces up here that aren't within Draco Zombie, that aren't within the kill zone, basically. Okay, I don't think the one right next to Ross is in the kill zone. I hate these things so much. Defense ignoring dragon. Okay, a dodge there is alright. That means I may not need to... Okay, good. The ones below don't move unless you're in their range. So, now we need to just kill off these things. I can probably double team that one with Ephraim and Cormag. Just out of range for Loot. Because Loot is really being the MVP here. Okay, let's just try this. This might not heal enough on Loot. We'll see. That's just... That's the exact amount that I don't need. Like I said, time to double team one of them with the Cormag Ephraim duo. And yeah, with how much damage they do, nobody can survive getting hit by 2 of them because 60 is our HP cap and they all do over 30. Getting fairly lucky with dodges though. It looks like my luck with 60 to 70s missing is also applying to the enemy. I don't want to have to waste 2 uses of Sigmund on that. And I can't use Loot because that enemy does exactly enough to kill her. Unless I... Okay. Idea. Idea is... I must now use Teddy's Refresh to either use Fortify again or Latona. And I'd rather not having to use Latona. But at this point, I want to get the most out of knowing that I'm going to need to either use Fortify or Latona. So, I believe the only one who can really attack that, well, I mean... This is actually a pretty decent evade rate against them, though. Yes, I definitely need to use Fortify or Latona now. Crits would also be appreciated right about now. Okay, wait, no, you don't have your Rune Sword. I just wanted to see how much it would do. It would probably do nothing anyway. But yeah, like I said, I absolutely must use... Oh yeah, and these things have a special icon there, which apparently is mistakenly given to a random enemy that you see earlier in the ruins. Ross needs to go and... Actually, Pierce would deal considerable damage to these things. It's just very unreliable. If I'm going to be potentially Latona-ing / fortifying anyway, it's probably not a bad idea to just go ahead and attack here. Okay, that was a normal crit. I need Pierce. That wasn't enough either. You don't even have a long-range axe. I could, however, actually kill this thing this turn. And I wouldn't even need to waste time healing. I'd need to refresh just the right person, though, and make sure that I don't screw up. But if he goes there, then I can actually kill that, which, like I said, takes a bit of pressure off. Now the entire top part of the map is secure. Teddy is one of the few people still getting experience here. Nope, not even the Brave Sword will do it. That would do it, though. But, you know, I have uses to spare of this. I might as well use it. Die! And an elixir, which I suppose is kind of useful here. Ross needs to go ahead and grab Garm from Ephraim, because I was stupid and didn't bring that. Okay, good, you're not moving. So, provided... Actually, wait, no, provided that I don't put loot in their range, because... Actually... No, loot's okay against you and okay against you, and will always kill you on counterattacks, so... Might as well send loot back there. For now, though, let's go ahead and grab... Let's not grab Garm. Let's instead... who has... You do. Unload surplus things, then grab Garm. Why is Garm still in my convoy? I have no idea. No, that gives me better evasion, despite the fact that it's weighing him down a bit. Okay, I can quickly demo. That's not bad. Bishops with Slayer do decently well against these things too. Just, of course, we want to avoid the overlap in range. At this point, though, yeah, we can get all of these enemies. We're pretty much going to have to lure them all with loot or other people like that. But now that we have Garm, makes things a bit better. Let's refresh loot. So yeah, as I said earlier, the final map of the ruins isn't that big or long. It's just quite stressful because of all of the very strong defense ignoring attacks. Teddy's is probably going to be the only person in my army who doesn't end at level 20. So what's your staff range? Oh, that's more than enough to get everyone. So you only do 32. Yeah, 34. So if I put loot here... I guess I can just go for regular 4 here? All I need is those extra HP healed on... In fact, not even... She needs that. I still love this animation. Okay, they didn't quite fully heal Ephraim or Tana, but it fully healed most people. And now you... I suppose in the interest of productivity, I could try and lure you in as well. But if this triggers all of them to move... I'm gonna get very, very, very scared. I have loot holding that one end, and so this is why I like loot as a sage, because just the sheer amount of magic that she has just helps easily kill these things. Funny thing is, Excalibur will be effective against these even if it wasn't a legendary weapon, thanks to them being flying. Unfortunately, well, actually, there's the Wind Sword. Yeah, Excalibur's really the only legendary tome that you want here, because Ivaldi doesn't really matter in its effectiveness bonus, because anything from a bishop is effective anyway. Yes, the effectiveness bonus matters if you're using it on a Valkyrie, but anyway. So yeah, that on a bishop, or you also have... Actually, no, that's... yeah. But... Let's see how Garm does. That's not terrible. Once again, though, it isn't one rounding. I think on normal you can probably one-round all of these things with legendary weapons, but I'm not sure. Like that boss, for example, that boss went down very easily. Okay, beware of the death zone, as always. 15 HP. I wonder if I can do this with... I can do this with a non-legendary weapon, but there's really no point. I'm not really going to be playing this game very much after this anyway, so... If you are going for all the secret characters, though, you need to beat the ruins 3 times, so you probably want to conserve your legendary weapon uses because you only have 1 hammer and staff at this point, so you can only repair 3. So, yeah, conserve those uses. Yeah, there are points where all of your ranges don't overlap, so as long as I only lure you in one at a time, like from there. There's no overlap in range there. Gonna, I guess, give Natasha some action. See, the thing that bothers me is I really don't want to break the Latona staff, because it's one of the things that bothers me in Fire Emblem games. I like to keep all the legendary weapons intact, just because I like having them in the inventory. I think I have an extra Fortify staff, though. Okay, come at us, dragons. Lucky she has just barely enough HP to survive. And she dodged anyway. Dodges are a bonus here, but really don't rely on them. You don't want to do that. Okay, now going into actually melee range with that is out of, provided that we attack from directly in front of it, but yes, it is out of the death zone of the other ones. So, who here hasn't killed one of these yet? Well, Tana hasn't, but she kind of needs Pierce too. Actually, Natasha hasn't either, but she wouldn't kill it anyway. Come on, I can crit at least one of them, you'd think. Of course, I get the crit where it doesn't matter. I knew that would happen. Okay, so now the two here. Let's check. I'm glad I checked. That one is 37, which is death for loot. But this one here is only 36, which is not death for loot, so she can do it just fine. Actually, no, she can't even get to him, so... Just trying to think if there was something crazy I could do with Teddy's, but it doesn't look like it. Or I could just flat out try and heal Ross here. May not even need to use Latona. Yeah, neither of you can get to him, which is good. And Natasha still has her full HP, so she can probably just go here. And Ross is fully healed thanks to Luke's amazing magic stat. Okay, do I have any chest keys in the inventory? Let's check. I don't think I do. I have a lockpick, but no thieves. That's fine. This would only contain a white gem anyway. It only ever has a chance of dropping the member card if you don't have the member card. So you can only ever have one member card at a time. Okay, here we go. Last two dragons. One of them is definitely going to die. The other isn't, although if Natasha somehow crits both of these, then it will die. So I will be turning music back on after this, because I want to show the actual... Exactly 50 damage, that's cool. But I want to show the actual victory song for this, which is the same as for the Tower of Valmy, but... I was hoping there'd be a crit there, but that was an unnecessary one. 150 damage, though. Okay, so like I said, and I'm not looking at records just yet, because I want to wait until the very end to see just how long this took. I guess we bring it back on for the victory theme. Like I said, who hasn't killed one yet? You've killed one yet? You've killed one yet. I think Cormac's... Yeah, Garrick's definitely killed one. I may as well try for Pierce. Although... Actually, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I'm safe from the glitch at this point. But if I don't do something incredibly dumb, I am very likely to... I didn't even get a normal crit on either of those. But I'm pretty much... I've gone through the whole Lagdou ruins with... And Tower of Valmy, both of them. No casualties at all. Which... Okay, I don't think Natasha has killed one yet, but... Well, I suppose I could heal her with loot. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised that I did that. I used all those restore points just in case I needed to re-record anything or in case anyone died. From what's happened, I have never needed to use any of those. I've got through both the entire tower and the entire ruins, never having a single failure. Now, I was worried that I would have a failure at the start of this one, but it looks like I didn't. Also, back to Teddy's actually having her music. I could just sit here and dance 9 times just to get her to level 22, but I don't know. I'll just finish you off. And with that one gone, we have completely finished the Lagdou ruins. So cleared once. Almost 500 monsters. Almost 6,000 experience. A lot of turns. And 7 hours, 42 minutes. That was actually less than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like 10 hours or something. But yeah, I spent 7 hours and 42 minutes in this place. And can you imagine how bad that is in the original GBA version without restore points? If you want to restart at any point, like if you lose someone, you have to do all that again. Imagine getting through all of this only to fail in this, the final map, which is the only remotely difficult part of the entire ruins. Yeah. Losing 7 hours, 42 minutes would be absolutely devastating. So, yeah, if I save over that, my playtime is hugely inflated. But I need to go into a skirmish because I need to show off the last bonus character that we got, who you get for completing the entire ruins. So he'll show up after we enter the skirmish. Yet another character that we never actually saw fight during the main story. Yes, it's actually Fardo, Erica and Ephraim's father. Yes, we finally get to see Erica and Ephraim's father do something other than die in a cutscene. As bonus characters go, Fardo isn't actually that bad. While his base stats could be better, he has some pretty decent growths. In fact, he actually out-averages Gilliam in strength. He also comes with A ranks in swords, axes, and lances, and has a ridiculously high con stat of 18, so he can use almost any weapon without penalty. When I first saw that 18 con, I thought it was a mistake, but no, it's not. He actually has that much. I mean, at this point, you have access to buyable body rings, so it's not like you really need someone who starts with this much con, but it's a nice niche he has right off the bat. Of the main bonus characters, Fardo is probably my second favourite behind Ismaya. I personally feel like Fardo is a pretty cool reward for beating the entire ruins. As bonus characters go, he's not that bad. He has A ranks in all 3 weapon types, comes with silvers in all of them, a master seal, and yeah, his stats are actually fairly decent overall, so I quite like Fardo. Also nice to see Erica and Ephraim's dad actually getting to fight. So with that, there is one more secret character from the ruins, and this character is someone that you get by beating the ruins 3 times. 3 times. Yeah, imagine going through all of that 3 times. I actually did this in my original GBA file. I've only ever done that once. The very first playthrough that I did of this game back on the original GBA cartridge. Now, if I can dig up my original cartridge, I might be able to even show that with the Game Boy player, but I'd have to find my old GameCube as well and plug that in. I might do that as some bonus thing if that's possible later. But anyway, I do have that secret character on another file. But anyway, I'm going to show his bio right now. You probably saw this coming, but the final bonus character in this game for completing the Lagdou ruins 3 times is Leon. And wow, look at all that green. Yes, I've been waiting to get to this bio for a while. Leon got the biggest growth buff in the English version by far. In the Japanese version, his growths besides magic and HP were all abysmal. Realizing that that was probably a really dumb idea on the ultimate reward for enduring the Lagdou ruins 3 times, the localizers decided to severely buff a lot of his growth rates. Unfortunately, his bases are so bad, aside from magic, defense, and resistance, that the buff in growths really doesn't do all that much for him. If you want to use Leon, you really want to max him out with stat boosters. He still keeps the Necromancer class of his boss version, complete with the absurdly high defense and resistance caps, but of course you'll need to use stat boosters to get him there. One other thing that he keeps from his boss incarnation is his signature tome Naglfar. It's much better than the actual S-rank Dark Tome you get, and it still has infinite uses. The best thing about it, it's not exclusive to Leon. Anybody with an S rank in Dark Magic can use it, which means that via the Control Enemy glitch, you can let any magic user use this. Or actually any character, period. This includes bishops, so you can combine the insane might of Naglfar with the Slayer skill, and this is actually how you achieve the highest possible damage in this game. For those wondering, the highest possible damage in the game without glitches is from Mir against a monster. Naglfar isn't the only cool thing that Leon comes with though, he also comes with an extra Hammer Staff. So you can restore 3 more weapons of your choice to full uses. Now if you're wondering if you can use a Hammer Staff on another Hammer Staff and have infinite uses of them, and through that infinite uses of any item, they unfortunately realized this was a thing and took measures to prevent it, and you can't use Hammer Staffs on other Hammer Staffs. And this actually really annoys me, and let me explain why. You unlock Leon by completing the game's hardest optional area 3 times. By the time you get him, there is nothing left to do in the game. So I feel like they should have just gone, look, you've done everything there is to do in the game, here, have infinite durability on all your weapons, you've earned it. Go nuts. There's really no reason to withhold anything from the player at this point, so I feel like it was a bit of a missed opportunity here. Anyway, one other thing about Leon is that the Necromancer class can summon. Like everyone who can summon, Leon has unique base stats and growth rates on his phantoms, and Leon's phantoms have the highest base stats out of all 3 summoners. Their growth rates are kind of a median between Ewan's super strong but slow phantoms and Noel's average all-round phantoms. But with the base stat lead, and particularly that enormous base stat in luck, Leon's phantoms tend to be the strongest in the game. Now there is one final detail about Leon that I've heard about, but I've never actually been able to confirm for myself. Apparently the playable Leon on Erica's route uses his normal portrait, while the one that you get on Ephraim's route has his evil possessed portrait. Which is actually the exact opposite of what they are when you fight him in the final chapter. The reason why I can't confirm this myself is that I've only ever unlocked this guy once. That was in my very first playthrough of this game, and that was an Erica mode file. But according to stuff I've read online, that is the case, so I thought I'd point that out. Actually, a couple of other things about Leon I can mention here that are pretty definitely false. Some people are under the impression that Leon can reach 80 HP as a playable character. That's sadly not true. His HP is still capped at 60 like anyone else on your side. He was cheating as a boss, essentially. The other thing is that some people have reported that Leon can use all types of magic, not just darkened staves. Now, Leon will sometimes show up in the opening class scroll using a Thunder Tome. However, this is just a mistake. He's not able to use anima magic legitimately. All magic users have the same casting animations for all spells, so theoretically speaking, if you hacked an anima rank onto him, he could use anima magic just fine, but without hacking, he is only able to use darkened staves. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and exit back to the map. Actually, awesome map themes, which is... I mean, the Tower and Ruins map theme isn't bad, but when you hear it so often, you kind of want to change. But anyway, that's that done. The ruins are finally over. That's pretty much all the post-game that I wanted to show during the actual game itself. So I suppose I can show everyone's final stats. So, here's Natasha, Tana, Cormag, Garrick, Ephraim, Ross, Lute, Teddy's, Amelia, Joshua, Ewan, And I'm pretty sure that's it. I guess we can show Erica if I want, because, yeah, didn't really use her all that much. But she's got a legendary weapon too, so she can be pretty useful towards the end. You know what, I guess now that we're at the very end, I guess we can have a stat booster party. So, let's go ahead and do that. Ironically, I'm having to use one of them on Joshua. One of the speed wings on Joshua, because he didn't actually cap speed naturally. I just want to see the cap speed. So there we go, your cap speed, and I may as well use... I only have 2 energy rings. Okay. Well, one of them's going on Tana, just that I have her cap strength. Ross is obviously getting some speed wings. Oh, right, I promised I was going to use Mia and I didn't. Oh, well. Oh, it's kind of cool. It shows his actual raw stat with the bonus, so that was 27. But, yeah, that's just 22. Maybe you can get some... Your HP is a little low. You'll get an angelic robe. I suppose I can give you a secret book as well. Don't really have much use for these, because most people have already capped skill. Suppose you can take a secret book too. I might as well just sell this gold gem. Kinda annoying we don't have an even 70,000 though. Okay, what should I, actually, maybe you should get a speed wing. And you are only one secret book off of capping skill, so I might as well do that. Probably you need one of the energy rings. Because extra strength on you is going to be even more massive damage to monsters. I suppose I can give you a resistance booster. Ewan's kind of, I guess, nearly cap resistant, so maybe I should give him one of those too. He's not at the actual resistance cap, but I suppose you could use an angelic robe. Okay, I know exactly who all the other angelic robes are going on. Oh, you found one! Okay. Forgot about that. I suppose Tana could take one. And I know I'm using the last one on. Where are you? He's all the way down, Rennek. Reason being, if I'd used one of these on him earlier, he probably would have survived that purge in an earlier attempt of that one chapter that ended up... Yeah, he got one-shotted by purge, basically. And I don't think I was even recording then, but... Yeah. As for the Dragon Shields, I only have those left. Suppose Cormag can take at least one. There's also that one goddess icon, which a lot of people suggest selling. Because they actually sell for a lot, and luck isn't that important of a stat in this game. Is anyone almost capped on... Actually, yeah, you might as well take that. It won't actually match your luck, but still. Just realized I could spend a lot of this gold on more stat boosters and try and get everyone to cap everything, but I don't know. Okay, who wants more defense? I guess Tana could take that. So that's it. There's the stat booster party. So, with that, that is all I wanted to show on my main file. I'm not actually done with bonus content for this game, though, because I want to do a video talking about the unused content that's hidden in this game's data, and then I may do a few videos on the prototype version. We'll see. That one requires me to use an emulator, so I may have to play around with OBS and things like that. Would be a pretty test. So I'll see how that goes. But see you for the next part for unused content discussion.